Yes, ma'am, I've started now. Yes, am I visible now? Yes, I am visible. I am visible. Yes. Very good morning, Bala ma'am. Very good morning. Now visible? Right. We are live now. So, very good morning, learners. Welcome to Unified Study. This is Tulasi doing a MHSET paper 1 complete paper answer key with explanation, and along with more concept related to those questions being asked in MHSET paper 1, and that's going to be very helpful for our upcoming net examination also, because in every question the concepts we are going to have some more the details related to those things that will be essential for our examinations, and also for MHSET aspirants, as you can check your answers based on the tentative answer key which I have checked. Okay, come on, let's check out the complete answer key of MHSET which held yesterday, 15/6/2025. Those who are new to your platform, do subscribe and watch till the end. Okay, and this is a question being asked on the file types. Here I've given along with the explanation. Incorrect pair. In net examinations, be clear of noticing these words like incorrect, not, false. Those words are very important. Incorrect pair of file format and corresponding file form. JPEG means it's an image file. PPTX is a PPT file extension. FLV means it's a flash video. It is called a flash video used for video formats. And WPT, we don't have that form. We have WAV. WAV is an audio file format. WPT is a word perfect template. It's for a word processing. We have this format. So here this is the right answer. VPT is not an audio file. It is a word processing format. And next, in the context of information technology, what do you mean by a cloud computing? So it is an internet based computing which provides shared computer processing and data to digital devices on demand. So whoever wants in demand, where the resources can be shared, and that we call it as cloud computing. Option C is the right answer for this question. You can also check whether you can able to answer or not, learners, right? Very good. And next is a question from ICT. What is the name of the international encoding standard for the use of the different languages and scripts by which each letter, digit, symbol is assigned a unique numerical value that applies across different platform, device, and language? If you take a web page, every single character, alphabet, symbols are being recognized by its own number, and that encoding standard we call it as called Unicode. We call it as Unicode. It is an international encoding standard which is having a unique number value for all the characters that we use in our system, right? For unique number system for letter, digit, and symbol. Across all the operating system, all the languages we can use, it's called Unicode. And next we go for a question from communication. And make a note for the aspirants, those who are preparing for net examination, we can expect question from chronology, sequence, match the following based question. As the standard of these competitive examinations are moving upward, where we have to be aware of all these steps of chronology based question, sequence based question. Similarly, in the net set exam, we have communication technology. We have got a question: telegraph, movie camera, radio, and television. Telegraphs during 1830, 1840. Movie camera 1800, and radio it is in 1900, and then television 1920 to 30. Right? Very good. Very good. Our next question from, it is from ICT again. Here we have a 4 different types of web. That's web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0. And here they have asked, it is not a typical feature of web 2.0 environment. Here the right answer is option number A, where this is not a typical feature of web 2.0, because web 2.0 has the interactivity, collaboration, user generated content, and system generation, where it encourages active participation and not passive consumption. This is said to be the incorrect answer. Okay, option A is the right answer for this question. Next one, here I have given the detailed explanation of web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and what now we use are all web 4.0, IoT based devices, sensor based things, what is that, smart assistant based devices that we use, right? All comes under web 4.0 what we use now. Okay, clear. and this Web 2.0 comes under the social interactive, social media started to bloom, right? That belongs to Web 2.2. Next one, very interesting question from People Development Environment. PD, International Solar Alliance headquarters, is situated at Haryana, Gurugram. Don't forget, it is in Gurugram, Haryana, India, and it was being launched in the year 2015. And one more added point is it was launched by India and France. They collaborated to start this alliance, and it was being established in COP21, Conference of Parties 21 of UNFCCC, which held in Paris in the year 2015. Please make a note of it, because this was started at that period of time. It is located in Gurugram, Haryana. And next one, see the next question, which related to UNFCCC Paris Agreement. So UNFCCC Paris Agreement was negotiated and adopted in Paris. That is in COP21, which held in 2015. Right? Very good. Next question. Now before going to the question, note it down. These are all the very important COPs, the recent COPs with respect to UNFCCC, United Nations Framework for Climatic Convention and Climatic Change and Convention. Next 2030, sorry, next COP30 is to be held in November 25th, Brazil. Last COP held in COP29, 2024, Baku, Azerbaijan. Noted down, very important key points of COPs, right? Very good. And next question, which schedule of Environmental Protection Act 1986? As we all know, Environmental Protection Act 1986, and here, which list industries that require mandatory environment clearance? So under the Environmental Protection Act 1986, we have so many schedules are there. See, these are all the so many schedules which comes under this Act 1986. In that one, Schedule 1 talks about the emission or discharge of environmental pollutants from industries. So from industries, how many pollutants has to be discharged, what kind of things has to be done, what is allowed limit, all the things was being mentioned in this Schedule 1 of our constitution, right? And Schedule 2 talks about the concentration, that discharge of effluents and their maximum limit was being mentioned in Schedule 2. Schedule 3 talks about the air quality index, AQI, air quality index with respect to noise and their allowable limit. Please make a note of it, might be expected in the NET exams also. And then Schedule 4 talks about what emission of smoke and vapor from vehicles. And Schedule 5 talks about what the information to authorities and agencies was being mentioned in Schedule 5. And Schedule 6 talks about the general standards of discharge of environmental pollutants. General standards will be mentioned there. And Schedule 7 talks about the National Ambient Air Quality Standards. Right? So this question talks about the industries that require mandatory environmental clearance. It comes under this Schedule 1. Schedule 2 talks about what? Discharge of effluents and their maximum limits of concentration which are allowed. That comes under Schedule 2. And Schedule 3 talks about what? Ambient air quality standard with respect to noise and their allowable limits. And Schedule 4 talks about what? Emission of smoke and vapor. Clear? Not visible? What's a? Please keep your phone in the landscape mode so that we can get it. This is from the original document. Right? Very good. Yes, we can also, I can also zoom and show you. Please make a note of it. Very, very important. Because every time in our PD they are asking dynamic questions. So we have to be aware of those things. Somewhere we can connect in your examination. That's my main objective today. Right. How does nutrient pollution affect the marine ecosystem? So what do you mean by marine ecosystem? All the oceans, right, seas and all comes under marine ecosystem. And how does the nutrient pollution? Nutrient pollution means what? That eutrophication we have, no? When we have the nutrient pollution, that increase of nitrogen and phosphorus in water body, right? That creates eutrophication, that process we get eutrophication. What it does? It triggers the harmful algal blooms. As the content of nitrogen and phosphorus increases in the water body, what will happen? The algal blooms will just grow. So here, how does the nutrient pollution affect the marine ecosystem? Because of the excessive nitrogen and phosphorus, and they affect the ecosystem by means of growing more algal blooms. Am I clear? So that depletes the oxygen level and that kills the fish and aquatic animals which lives there, and that we call it as this nutrient pollution. Clear? This we connected with this one, we have heterophication, mesotrophic, oligotrophic. Heterophication means what? Water will be having high nutrition, that is the nitrogen and phosphorus content will be more, the dissolved oxygen will be very less, and the dissolved oxygen is less means fish will not able to survive. Heterophication. Mesotrophic means medium moderate level, and last one is oligotrophic, it is clean, where it is less in nutrients but it is very clean and clear water to consume. Clear? Remember that one. Next one, which type of the following is the effect of air pollution on leaves that causes the killing or collapse of tissues? Have you seen leaves turning brown color in between like this, right? And this we call it as necrosis. It is refers to the death of the plant tissue which is because of the air pollution. Because of the air pollution, the leaves turns brown or black, right? And that because that plant tissue is being dying of the air pollutant. Clear? Yes, very good. Next one, during British period in India, Lord Curzon has organized dash for the development of Indian education. These periods you have to remember: 1901, 1902 and 1904. Indian Universities Act 1904. You remember? Right. That was being done by Lord Curzon in Simla. Simla Educational Conference. Simla Educational Conference. Is it clear, learners? Are you all there? Yes. And next, the Sadler Commission was set up to inquire what? It is to inquire the condition and problems which are there in the University of Calcutta. For that, 1917-19 Sadler Commission was being set. And in one more important thing, during that period of time, more than 7 universities was being started, including SNDT, including Mysore, Dhaka, Lucknow University, Delhi 1922. So nearly 7 to 8 universities was being established during this period of time. Please do refer the higher education class that we took recently last week. For all these years, please make a note of it. Definitely we can expect a chronology type question from this pre and post independence in our NET examination. Next one, in Buddhist educational tradition, in order to become a guru, the person has to undergo the following series. This question was being asked in the December 2024 examination of UGC NET. See, but in a different way. Bhikshunis, it was being asked. Who is Bhikshunis means the fully ordained Buddhist monk, we call it as Bhikshunis, right? And here if you want to become a guru means in Buddhist, first you have to mean Shraman and then Bhikkhu and then Upadhyaya. So Shraman means one who undertakes the life of austerity, that is the novice stage, beginner stage, and then Bhikkhu is a fully ordained monk. Third one is Upadhyaya, means a teaching master or a guru in the monastic order. So when you want to become a guru means these are the series, right? Shraman, Bhikkhu and Upadhyaya. In this December 2024 we had a question from this Bhikshunis. Clear? Right. Very good. Next question, in a Vedic educational tradition, the word Upanishad literally means what? Sitting along with the guru and learning something, right? We call it as Upanishad. So sitting near to guru to learn, we call it as Upanishad in the Vedic period. Next one, according to Jainism education, the tradition, the first method of learning. See, any philosophical method we go, right? Listening is said to be the first method of learning. Listening, right? That too in Jainism, the term that we use is Deshna Shravan, or careful listening of advice. Any learning, any philosophy you go, the first one is listening. So according to Jainism, the first method of learning is Deshana Shravan, or careful listening of advice. And others also related to the Jainism education, but the first method of listening is most important. That is option number B is the right answer. Next, in the if the thought of reflective level of teaching, the students got tremendous power of acquisition of all the three. They have to be good in facts, they have to be good in doing insight, and they have to be good in problem solving abilities, right? Because we have memory, understanding and reflective. Memory means what? Just only with the facts we call memory, and understanding means what? I have to be good in facts, and also I have to be good in creating a relationship between the facts and the other variables. And what is the reflective? I have to be good in facts, I have to be good in insights, so that I can make a very good problem solving ability, right? Critical thinking, problem solving will be there. And memory level is by Herbert, Morrison and Hunt. the three levels of teaching and learning. Clear? Right. My assumption option D will be the right answer, because if I want to do reflective level of teaching means the student should get tremendous power for acquisition of all the things. Fact should be there, insight should be there, and problem solving ability should be there. Right? Very good. The session is planned with the aim to explore the number of ideas related to a solution of problem without passing any judgment. Then what we do is nothing but brainstorming. We all sit together and generate new ideas, right? And that we call it as brainstorming. Dramatization and role playing means I have to plan and write the script, and then only I have to come and do it, right? And then project, it is like a learner centric based method where everything will be given and will go along with the problem. And supervised study means it is teacher centric. Clear? Very good. Next, Swayamprabha is a name given to a group of DTH channels, and Swayam is an online course. Absolutely right. It is 24/7. It is a DTH, direct to home. GSAT 15 is the satellite used for telecasting the content. And totally we have a 40 higher education channels, 200 school education channels, and 40 channels for the competitive examinations, being called as SATI. Right? SATI. It is for competitive examinations. And 40 higher education channels, very important to remember. Please go through. There we have the Swayamprabha list in our playlist. Please kindly go through the Swayamprabha channels being asked in the examinations in teaching and also connected to higher education. And Swayam, which is called a massive open online course. Here one point you have to remember is where you can get the course for free. If you want to get a certificate means you have to pay. Clear? So it's called a certificate. Credit transfer can also be done to our regular courses. So both the options are said to be correct answer. Ma'am, some questions are easy, some confusing with options. Definitely they will not give you a direct easy answer, right? They will make us to confuse. There where lies our own learning and our own presence of mind to be applied. So don't overthink in the examination of UGC NET. Definitely there will be some questions, looks very simple, one line with 7 to 8 words, but there may be some trap inside the word that we have to read it very carefully. That is what the question setter wants to make on the learner side. So we have to look the question, option, keyword very carefully. One thing that you have to apply in the exam is when you look at the question, immediately your mind will say this is the right answer. But within a fraction of second, right, immediately you will overthink and you'll go to the next answer. But when you come to the end, no, what you had in the first in your mind, that will be the right answer. So don't allow your brain to overthink. Some cases, make the correct selection. Next one is summative evaluation is dash in nature. Summative means what will happen, which happens at the end of the semester, right? At the end of the semester, whatever I have learned, whether I am getting whatever I have learned, an evaluation will be done. It's pass or fail. So I will be making judgment. Yes, he had learned better. He has got A grade. He has not learned better. He has got the arrear. You understand? And that is what we call it as judgmental. It occurs at the end of the learning period, used to assess the overall achievement of a student. So it's a final judgment over the period of that time where the course has been done. Whereas when you take developmental means it is formative assessment. What formative is, talks about progress, monitoring the things. Diagnostic talks about any kind of problem is there, we have to identify. Diagnostic means a remedy has to be done. And placement means what? Whether that person is eligible to do it or not. Whether he is eligible to do a BA English or not. He can able to do that course or not. That is entry level behavior. That is placement. All comes under evaluation. Clear? Very good. Next is CAI is nothing but computer assistant instruction. CAI. Very easy direct question. We can also expect these kind of abbreviation in the NET examination. Last December 2024, nearly out of 16 shifts, we have 8 shifts. We have got one abbreviation in each ICT paper. So please make sure of abbreviations. Very important. And which is not a type of, see, be aware. Don't forget, not, incorrect, false. All these are the trap words. You have to be very conscious of identifying those things. If you leave even a very known thing, you may do a mistake. Right? So be very careful. Right? Descriptive research, exploratory, casual research. Descriptive means what was happened, I describe things. Exploratory means with little known, I will explore more. Pilot study, feasibility study comes under exploratory. Causal relationship, the cause and effect relationship, we call it as causal relationship. Subjective research, there is no specific term called subjective research, and because subjective means it comes under qualitative, inductive research, or all subjective research. It is not a specific methodology of subjective research. So this is the right answer for this question. Next one, dash is the role of simulation software. So what we do with simulation, whatever we want to do it right, we'll create a virtual model and we experiment out of it. So how causal come? Causal will not come. Who said causal will come? Causal is nothing but causal comparative research. We have, right, retrospective, prospective research. They come under this causal research. Okay, Priya ma'am? Right. These three things are the standard research method types, where the subjective is not a specific type, because here the question is about not. Right. It's the role of simulation software. We create virtual model for doing the experiments. And right, next very important questions being asked this time in December 2024 also. We have a positivism, we have a post-positivism, and then we have interpretativism, and now this time we have postmodernism. So 4 different types of philosophies, research paradigms are there: positivism, post-positivism, interpretativism, and postmodernism. And here this positivism and post-positivism, what's the common goal of both the things is they discover new knowledge and contribute to the understanding of phenomena, and that is the common thing between the positivism and the post-positivism research according to my viewpoint. Let's wait if there is any change. It is according to my view and my observation. This will be the right answer. And next one is DOI, very important research related terms that you have to be clear. DOI means digital object identifier. It is a unique persistent alphanumeric string used to identify a research article. Okay, we can across the databases we can able to identify a paper by its DOI. If you take any paper, no, see, this is what we call it as a DOI, and this has an alphanumeric string, and this link we can able to identify the unique paper. Clear? Right, very good. And next one we have to, the term refers to ethical obligation of researcher to give credit to the ideas, words or work of others. Please understand, giving credit to the ideas and the work, right, and that we call it as a attribution, giving attribution to the person. Citing we used to say, right, similar term, it's called attribution. It is an act of giving credit to the original source of an idea or a work. It is an ethical obligation where we have to get it from the author that we are taking your thing, we have to attribute their work in our work. So for researchers to properly attribute the work of others, if you are not done, means you will be getting plagiarism. So we have to attribute that line or a phrase, whatever you take, right, we have to attribute their work in our work. That's called attribution. And next one, we move to reading comprehension. Very easy one this time. The objective of the ergonomist is the option number D, to enable a person of ordinary abilities to carry out his task safely and efficiently. And question number 32, the more common and traditional policy is fitting the man to the machine. And what do you understand by boffins is engineer or scientist? That is what the mean here. And ergonomics is a study of relationship between man and its working environment. And the question number 35, the ergonomist himself needs a knowledge of number of science and techniques. He has to be know about those things, then he can do his research. It himself needs a knowledge of number of sciences and techniques to carry out the work. Easy RC it is. I think MHSET candidates, you can do well. And for the aspirants, those who are presenting for December, how to attempt RC? See, RC, you just have to go with the question and get the point clearly and search for that particular point in the paragraph and check the before line, that line and below line. With these 3 lines, right, we can get the answer. Sometimes there may be question with vocabulary where we have to be enrich ourselves with vocabulary. But out of 5 questions, 1 question will be like that. But the remaining 4 will be like getting the point, understanding that passage. So how to catch that question point? Get the question, go and search in the comprehension where that line comes. Check that line, check the before line, check the below line and that line. So with those 3 lines, right, we can get the answer clearly. For that, we have to read it properly. Am I clear, learners? Am I clear? Yes? Okay. Very good. This is the question. Then last time also the RC was very easy, not that much difficult. In examinations also, please try to categorize your time in such a way that DI and RC can be done in the middle of that 1 hour in the examination. Don't try to attempt in the beginning. If it was difficult, if it was not that much easy, then your time will be consumed by these 10 marks, 10 questions. So always try to do it in that middle part of our examination. That is 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, 60 minutes, 60 minutes that we have, right? Try to do this hour. Yes. Yes. Very good. Next one. Question from communication. A communication is defined as effective or successful transmission of a message from a sender to the other person. Then, which of the following becomes the fundamental criteria to decide the extent the effectiveness of the communication? I usually used to say, right, I am a communicator, sender. I have something in my mind. I just want to convey the same thing to you after my communication. I use my words, I use my pictures, whatever I use to communicate, right? This what frame I had in my mind, if the same thing has been generated in your mind, means then my content has been delivered properly. Means my communication has been done in an effective way. The meaning and the intent as put in by the sender. So whatever frame I have created, this is what I want to tell you all people. Okay. The same frame has been generated in your mind, means then it says that the communication has been done effectively. Before doing, we should read entire paragraph, means no Priya ma'am. See, reading means just scan the keywords. Definitely by practice, right, it will come. Just read the important words. It will definitely, you have to spend some 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes to do RC, right? So when you just go through the passage, what are all the important keywords? Then only when you read the question, you can connect to that keyword. Or else you will not able to. Again, you have to, for each and every question, you have to read the passage again and again and again. So first take 2 to 3 minutes to read the passage. 2 to 3 minutes. Read the passage, understand what has been there, then come to question. You will get a question keyword will be there. That keyword easily you can connect, right? So we have to read only. Without reading, only if you have the answer key we can do like that, right? That is not possible. So we need to read. Okay, ma'am? Yes. Our next question, this is a reasoning based question. A teacher is giving a lecture in class of 10 students. A teacher is giving a lecture in class of 100 students. What will happen? So in a teacher in 10 students, where we can have more interaction, where a teacher with 100 students, the interaction will be less. Am I right? So interactivity of students with the teacher will be higher in instance 1 than in instance 2. Easy direct question. Option number B. Okay, 10 students we can have good interaction. 100 students, interaction will be less compared to the first instance. Right. Next question from again communication. Intra means what? Within myself. Inter means what? Between two people. Between two people. And group communication means what? Where I have a group of people communicating with each other to make some kind of a decision. I want to come to a decision. It's a group communication. And mass communication means what? I am communicating to a larger number of audience. Is called mass communication. And here the communication in these things, what are the criteria there? The criteria is number of participants. See, it is 1, here it is 2, here it is between 4 to 10, and here it is many. So here the criteria with respect to these types is nothing but the number of participants in the communication. Clear? Intra means within myself, inter means 2 people, group communication means 4 to 10 people where I come to a common conclusion. Mass means larger number of heterogeneous audience. Very good. Next question is in the context of Indian television, which is the following did not take the place in the decade of 1980. See, in this question, doubt between A and C is there, but I'm not sure. Separation of Doordarshan and Akashvani is took place in the year 1976. Okay, and the spread of television held after the 1980s to 90s. We had rapid development of television was there. So according to my perception, option C will be the right answer. This also can take. Okay, so the question here is in the decade of 1980, so this will not come, right? Clear? because 1990s, then only we had larger number of television and all came. Yeah, they were asking in the decade of 1980s, so this will be the right answer to my perception. Next one, which of the following is incorrect with respect to the online meeting? It does not incorporate non-verbal cues. So whatever meetings, we have to consider the non-verbal cues here. Here it does not, they are saying, so this will be the right answer. And very important from mathematical reasoning, easy question. Question looks big, but it is very easy from ratio and proportion. So there are the three persons called Shanta, Kanta and Branta, and they have been given a ratio of 3:5:1, and where the profit of the company is 3,33,333. Then what is the profit given to Kanta? Kanta means K here, right? So 5 divided by 3 plus 5 plus 1, that is 9, into 3,33,333. So when I do the division, it goes for 3 times, carry 6, 63, 7, 3, 0, and then again 3, 7. Am I clear? So when I multiply this, I will be getting 5, carry 3, 18, carry 1, again 5, carry 3, 18. So 1,85,185 will be the right answer for this question. A question from ratio and proportion. And this is the next question from reasoning based question. See, there is a Monday today, Monday. Today is Monday and it is 1 p.m. Am I right? It is 12, 6, 9, 3. This is 1 p.m. This is 1 p.m. And what will be the indication of the watch after completing 101 hours? So as we all know, one day consists of 24 hours. So when I divide it by 24 hours, I will be getting 4 days plus 5 hours. So and today is Monday 1 p.m. So I have to add 4 days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will come. So Friday 1 p.m. plus 5 hours. So that is nothing but what? Friday 6 p.m. Am I clear? It's nothing but Friday 6 p.m. Clear, learners? Yes, very good. Next question. Okay, this is also from reasoning based question. Suppose 5 members are selected at random from the set of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be a very good practice for the aspirants, those who are appearing for the examinations. Please do make it as a practice. Then which of the following statement is necessarily true about the selected numbers? See, at least 2 of them are even numbers. No, here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 even numbers are there. They have given at least 2. No, we have at least we have 4 numbers are there. So this will not come. There are at most 2 pairs of having each pair 9. When I pair each pair 9, I will be getting 1, 8, 2, 7, and 3, 6, and 4, 5. These pairs I can form 9, but here they are saying only 2. At most means maximum, right? But we can have here 4. So here 1 minute. Yes, right. Right. 1 minute. Here we have suppose selecting 5 numbers from that set, right? If I select 5 numbers from that set means then we can frame only at most maximum of 2 pairs. How means, see, we can select only 5 numbers. Even if I select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Or also if I want to select all the 9 based numbers, we can create only 2 such maximum pairs. At most means it is called a maximum, where the other options will not able to come, so that we can eliminate these options, right? So option B is the right answer. And next one, in a right angle triangle we have 3 sides of lengths, namely hypotenuse it is 8 centimeter, base it is 9 B centimeter, and the height is said to be T centimeter, like this, right? where we have the height as t and base as b and this as h, and where which forms the largest one is h divided by t will be the largest one, right? Very good. Next question from logical reasoning. Here neither 1 or 2 will be the right answer for this question. Yes, either one or no one nor two will be the right answer for this question. And next question from it's also reasoning based question. In a ranking competitive examination, Vishal was above than Vijay but below than Shyam. I have framed here, you can note it down. And similarly, Mohan was above than Shyam but below than Rogan. Vijay was between Vishal and Ashok. Then who is third from the top if I make it, where Shyam will be the third from the top. Clear? And next question from coding and decoding, definite question being asked in the examination. Here they have done +1 -1 +1 -1 combination, right? Sorry, -1 +1 combination. So S before one is R and A next is B, M before is N before is M. Like that, option C will be the right answer. That is -1 +1 -1 +1. This combination they have applied. Clear? And here this is the direction sense test where A option is the right answer for this question. 37 meter northeast. You can draw that a man facing east. This is north, this is south, this is west and this is east. Ragini facing towards this east direction 10 meters. East and walks 10 meters. Right? And then she turns to a left. Left means what? This direction will come as left. Left and she walks for 12 meters. Right? 12 meters. And then she turns to a right in 45 degree. Right means what? This side, right? So she turns to a right in 45 degrees. So half the way she can come here. Half the way. So half the way 45 degree and she walks for 15 meters again. 15 meters again. Then what? How much distance she has walked from the starting point? So here we have to stop. Definitely it is northeast, no other way. Okay, it is definitely northeast. And how much distance she was walked from the starting point? This is the starting point and this is 10, and from here it is 1 minute. It is 10. She wins 12 here and she turns to a right in 1 minute. Here I'll just do some. She stands here, right? 45 degrees she turns and she again walks for 15 meters. Again walks for 15 meters. 15. So when I add, right, I'll be getting 37 meter. I'll be getting 37 meter. And next question is from numerical reasoning. This I am not sure. I am getting 39 but I am not sure with this answer. So let us wait for the answer key here. And this is a question from mathematical reasoning. Sorry, DI. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 questions from DI like this. Different tables they have given. For out of 20 villages in a certain state, salesman A visited 14 villages, salesman B visited 12 villages. None of them has visited 2 villages. Then the question is how many of them, how many villages are visited by both the salesperson. Right. Here the right answer for this question is option number D is the right answer. See, we can use this formula. A union B is equal to number of A plus B minus A intersection B. So what is the value of A here? A value is nothing but villages visited by A. Right? Villages visited by A is 14. Villages visited by B is 12. And A intersection B we have to calculate. So for that what we can do, that is A union B. Where A intersection B is nothing but 2. None of them has visited, right? That is equal to 2. So village is visited at least by 1. Village visited at least by 1 is 20 minus this 2 is equal to 18. So at least 1 people has visited a village is 18. So this will becomes according to our formula we can take A union B is equal to 18 and N of A is equal to 14. plus n of B is equal to 12, and we have to find out both the persons who are visited, that we don't know. So when I calculate, 18 is equal to 26 minus x, so x is equal to 26 minus 18, that is equal to 8. Here 8 is the right answer. Next question, how many villages were visited by at least one salesman? So at least one salesman, just now we have calculated, that is nothing but 18. At least one salesman, it is 18. Clear? Right. And here next question, simple direct addition based question. Which employee has a maximum working days during the years 2018 to 12? So 18 to 12, we have to calculate for B, C, D and E, and we have to say which one has their maximum working days. So when we add, no, we'll be getting 1500 for A we get 1500, A we get 1500, and for B we get 1510, and C when I add all the things I'll be getting 1555, and D when I add I'll be getting 1155, and for E when I add I'll be getting 1605. Here the C and D having the same working days. Okay, which employee has maximum working days during the years? Maximum is nothing for E. For this, option number D is the right answer. So for equal number of working days is for C and D. So here option number D is the right answer. Here option number C and D is the right answer, where they have the same working days. Clear? Yes, very good. Next question talks about the birth rate and death rate per thousand. Here the question, from the above table, in which years do you see the difference between the birth and death rate are the same? How to find out that the rate here? Simply we have to subtract, right, the difference between them. We can able to get it easily. So we can get 2011 and 21. So 2011 and 21 we have it is 58. So 2011 is 58 and 2021 it is 50. And then again expire, 2001 it is 75 minus 14, it is 61, and 2011 it is 2001 and 11, right? 11 we have calculated, it is 58. It was not like as our net DI. 1971 it is, everyone feel happy, wow, what a great DI it is. And then 1981 it is a difference between 82 minus 17, it is 65, right? 65, yes, 65. And again 1961 the difference is 70, and then 1971 already calculated, it is 70. So this pair is the right answer for this question. 1961 and 71 having the same difference between the birth rate and death rate. We can get, definitely, don't worry. Okay, so these are the questions that we have done for our MHSET examination. Definitely this will be a practice to know, right, how we are prepared. It will be a practice question paper. So, and for also MHSET, you can check your answers. There are one or two, three questions I have a doubt in this one. Let us wait for the official answer key. You can also know me your scores in the comment section. And soon tomorrow we'll meet for a marathon based session for our UGC NET examination. Soon the time and the topic will be communicated to you. So tomorrow you at YouTube's channel Unified Study, get ready for the marathon session, right? Okay, see you all tomorrow. Hope you like the session. Like and share it with your friends for their knowledge building also. Thank you so much. Tata, bye. See you tomorrow.